8 strange spiritual feelings that are actually warnings from God. There are moments in life when you feel something unexplainable. A heaviness that drapes over your chest, even though everything looks fine. A sudden chill that makes you pause, look around, and yet there is nothing to fear. A quiet pull to pray for someone you haven't thought of in years. These are not coincidences. These are not random emotional fluctuations. These are moments when God is speaking to you in silence. God does not always speak through fire, visions, or dreams. Sometimes He whispers in the language of your spirit. Sometimes He nudges you, presses on your heart, or even removes the peace you've taken for granted so that you notice Him. That feeling, so subtle, so strange, so utterly unavoidable, is often a warning, a divine alert, a holy interruption designed to protect you, guide you, and awaken your spirit. In this journey, we will explore 8 spiritual feelings that are actually divine warnings, moments that are easy to dismiss, easy to rationalize, but moments that, if listened to, can change the trajectory of your life. So pause everything, take a deep breath, open your heart, and prepare to notice what the world often overlooks: the quiet, holy ways God speaks when the noise fades, and only your spirit can hear. Number 1. The unexplainable burden, when God puts a weight on your spirit. Have you ever woken up and felt heavy? Not physically, not with exhaustion, but deep in your soul. Your thoughts are quiet, your heart feels pressed, your body moves through the day, but your spirit carries a weight that doesn't make sense, that you can't shake. Some call it intuition, some call it stress, but this is something far deeper. This is God laying a burden on your spirit. The Bible is full of examples. Nehemiah felt a burden when he learned of Jerusalem's broken walls. Paul felt a burden when he said, "Woe to me if I do not preach the gospel." Jesus himself felt a burden in Gethsemane, heavy enough to sweat drops of blood. This burden is not punishment. It is not random. It is a holy assignment. It may compel you to pray for someone you will never meet. It may press you to stay still because danger is coming. It may push you to speak a word that could change a soul's destiny. The key is this: do not ignore it. Sit with it, pray through it, let it shape you, let it lead you. Some of the most powerful moves of God begin quietly, with a weight on your spirit, a whisper from heaven saying, "Pay attention, I'm speaking." Number 2. The check in your spirit, when God says, "Stop," without words. There are times when God will stop you, without speaking a word. You feel a tension, a pressure in your spirit. Not fear, not doubt, not anxiety, just a firm, undeniable no. You can't explain it, no one else sees anything wrong. But inside, your soul knows, stop, don't go there. Paul experienced this in Acts. He was on fire for God, ready to go, ready to act, but the Spirit of Jesus did not allow him to enter certain regions. No angel appeared, no dream warned him, just a check in his spirit that redirected his path. That's what this feeling is, a protective pause. It may arise before a relationship that seems perfect but is dangerous for your soul. It may emerge before a job that looks ideal but will pull you away from your calling. It may appear when you're about to speak words the Spirit wants to handle. The danger is that you often override this warning with logic. It makes sense. Everyone else thinks it's fine. I've already invested time. But God is not asking you to follow logic. He is asking you to follow Him. So when your spirit says, "Stop," do not force the door open. Pause, pray, listen, seek God's guidance. The check in your spirit is a shepherd pulling you back from danger. A divine signal saying, "You don't see what I see. Stop now." Number 3. The urgency that comes from nowhere, when God says, "Move," or "Pray now." Sometimes God doesn't whisper, sometimes He presses. You feel a sudden fire in your spirit, an urgency that cannot wait. Not tomorrow, not later, but now. It may come as a need to pray for someone, to send a message, to leave a place, to speak a word that seems inconvenient or even illogical. You don't know why, and you can't explain it, but your spirit will not rest. This is the Holy Spirit positioning you. He sees what your eyes cannot. He knows the moments of breakthrough or protection that are about to unfold. Think of Abigail in the Old Testament. She intercepted David to prevent bloodshed, not because of a plan she made, but because God pressed urgency upon her. Her obedience saved lives. Too often, we wait for the perfect time, but delayed obedience is disobedience. The Spirit's urgencies are like divine alarms. They demand immediate response. Learn to discern urgency from anxiety. Urgency from God is focused, purposeful, and peaceful. Anxiety is scattered, fearful, and chaotic. When the Spirit moves with urgency, act immediately. One single moment of obedience can change eternity. Number 4. The discomfort in a familiar place, when God removes His peace. Have you ever sat in a place that once felt like home and felt uneasy? The same chair, the same people, the same routines, but now, something is off. You feel drained. You feel restless. You feel tension where there used to be peace. This is not boredom or immaturity. This may be God removing His peace. Peace is not just a blessing, it is a signal. When God pulls you out of a season, a place, or a relationship, He often starts by removing comfort. He stops letting you settle where you are, because His purpose is ahead, not behind. Elijah experienced this. The brook that sustained him dried up because it was time to move. God's timing often manifests as discomfort. His peace departs to push you forward, to protect you from stagnation, to prepare you for your next season. Pay attention. This discomfort is not punishment. It is a divine nudge. When you feel it, listen, move, grow. Trust that God is guiding you to something greater. Number 5. The strange peace in a chaotic storm, when God says, "I'm with you." And then there are the storms, moments when the world is collapsing around you. Yet you feel calm. The bills aren't paid, the diagnosis is frightening, relationships are fracturing, and yet, within, there is an unshakable peace. This is supernatural. This is the Holy Spirit guarding your heart and mind. Even in chaos, it's the peace that surpasses understanding. That doesn't rely on circumstances, but on God Himself. It's there in the hospital room where fear should consume you, in the night when grief should overwhelm, in the storm that should break you, but instead, you stand firm. This peace is a divine whisper. I am with you. Keep walking. Do not fear. When it comes, do not dismiss it. Do not rationalize it away. Let it anchor your soul. Number 6. The emotional overflow, when tears, joy, or shaking aren't just feelings. Sometimes God moves so powerfully that your body cannot contain it. Tears fall without reason. Joy bubbles from nowhere. Your chest feels heavy. Your hands tremble. Your knees buckle. This is not emotionalism. It is the Holy Spirit breaking through human limits. When His presence collides with your human heart, something opens, something floods, something shifts. Think of the woman who washed Jesus' feet with her tears. Think of the disciples on the road to Emmaus, whose hearts burned within them while He spoke. That trembling, that weeping, that laughter. This is God manifesting His presence through you. Do not resist it. Do not be ashamed. Let the Spirit move you. Worship, surrender, receive. This overflow is a sign that God is near, that He is touching, healing, and transforming your soul. Number 7. The repeated restlessness, when God won't let you settle. There are seasons when no matter how much you try, you cannot find rest. Sleep eludes you. Your mind races. Your heart stirs. You cannot settle. This is divine agitation. God is stirring your spirit because He has more for you. He is calling you higher. When Jonah ran from God, he could not find peace on the boat. When Peter denied Jesus, he could not sit comfortably with himself. When the Israelites tried to settle too soon, the cloud of God moved. Restlessness is not always punishment, it is preparation. It is a sign that God is about to expand your calling, push you beyond your comfort, and open doors you never imagined. Do not numb it, do not ignore it, press into it, pray, listen, ask God what He is shifting in your heart. God's voice often comes as divine unrest, designed to propel you into His purpose. Number 8. The mysterious discernment, when you know something without evidence. And finally, there is discernment, a knowing that cannot be explained. You walk into a room, and something feels off. No words are spoken, no evidence is visible, yet your spirit says, "This is not right." This is the gift of spiritual discernment. It allows you to see beneath the surface, to perceive danger, deception, or truth where others see nothing. It is not suspicion, it is not paranoia, it is a gift from God to protect you, guide you, and preserve your soul. In the last days, wolves may wear sheep's clothing, teachers may speak biblical words with dark intent, friends may smile while carrying hidden agendas. Discernment alerts you before it's too late. Do not ignore it, do not rationalize it, pray, ask God to confirm what your spirit is sensing. This inner witness may save your future, protect your ministry, or guard your heart from deep betrayal. Discernment is not just for prophets, it is for every believer who desires to walk safely under God's protection. Conclusion: when the feeling is from heaven, respond immediately. God still speaks, but He does not always shout. Sometimes He whispers through burdens, urgencies, discomfort, or mysterious inner knowing. If you ignore these feelings, you may miss divine interventions, protection, or breakthroughs. The Holy Spirit is not a force. He is a person, a guide, protector, and teacher. He is speaking, warning, and positioning you. You do not need more signs. You need sensitivity. When the Spirit moves in your heart, respond immediately. Pause, pray, obey. Don't wait, don't rationalize, don't dismiss it. One strange feeling, one urgent whisper, one divine nudge from the Holy Spirit can save you from a lifetime of regret. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to trust Him who does. 1. May you always be surrounded by the love and grace of God, so that every step you take in life is illuminated, every decision guided, and every challenge transformed into a stepping stone that draws you closer to peace, joy, and the divine purpose He has set for you. 2. I pray that your soul is forever filled with light, that your faith remains unshakable, and that each new day awakens you to the opportunities to experience God's peace, joy, and wisdom, so that your life becomes a source of blessing for everyone around you. 3. May God grant you the strength to overcome every hardship, the patience to wait for the perfect timing, the discernment to recognize the right path, and a heart wide open to love unconditionally, so that your life is always drenched in His grace and abundant happiness. 4. I pray that God's light guides every step you take, grants you courage to face challenges, instills gratitude to cherish every moment, and fills you with unwavering faith to recognize that each trial and every joy is part of His perfect plan for your life. 5. May God grant you peace amidst storms, joy in the rainy days, hope in moments of despair, and a boundless love that never runs dry, so that you may live a life of meaning, fullness, and become a light that illuminates the path for others.